you about the child issue that you brought up, because I really do think that that's fascinating. You know, these issues that the left are pushing are really basically getting rid of the nuclear family and making it so it's impossible to even have a nuclear family where both people aren't working, because the wages have been so suppressed. It's like women, men, they both have to work, and then the family unit, it changes a lot. And the left keeps wanting to push, you know, a lot of these things on young people, basically only focus on work, don't get married, don't have families, things like that. We're trying to push back against that. But what would be your message to young people hearing that?
Well, look, I think it is tough, and I really do think that you have to elect politicians who understand that we want to bring back the idea of one family being able to be afforded on a single parent household. So when I say single parent, I mean single income. So a single parent working.
Right.
The way to do that, of course, comes through economics. It really does come through these economics. And so the idea that childcare has completely been inflated, healthcare has completely been inflated, this idea that you need to go up. But that being said, we all live right now at a time where it is so easy to utilize the internet to make your own work from home kind of offer. You can go and become a freelance writer. You can do so many things on the internet. I wouldn't necessarily say drop seller, and I'm definitely not going to say be a day trader or get into crypto, because we've all seen the issues with those industries. But there are so many ways that you can make money from the comfort of your own home now, that you don't need to be going in, fighting that commute, being locked to a cubicle, and sitting there. There's actually something my wife said yesterday when she just took our two boys to a fall harvest fest, and they were playing around. They were picking pumpkins at the pumpkin patch, and she was posting it up on her Instagram, and she wrote in the comments, she said, yeah, I would really rather be fighting be climbing the corporate ladder than where I am right now with my children. And I think there's a lot of truth to that. There's a lot of truth to this idea that we were sold a bill of goods, and millennials, particularly millennial women and even some Zoomer women, were sold this bill of goods by a lot of outlets, but I think Sex and the City was really one of the biggest ones, was this idea that you don't need families, you don't need attachments, you do you, just live your life, go out and have drinks with the girls, and that's what all of life is about. And by the way, the creator of Sex and the City even came out, she since has tried to walk this back, but she even came out and said, I regret having children because now I'm getting older and realize that I don't have anyone to be with. I don't have anyone who's with me. I don't have a family, and I wish I had one. Look, and I can say this as a Christian, but you can take religion out of it. I don't, though, that we are put on this world to be fruitful and multiply. This is what we are commanded and directed to do by God. And guess what? And I can say this as a father, when you do, it is the greatest joy you will ever find in your entire life, because our children are an infinite source, and actually the greatest source of joy in the entire world.
Absolutely. And I think, too, a lot of the people who... Yeah, no, for sure. And I think a lot of the people, at least based on the Bible, who would be people who focus their life on missionary work and, focusing their life on evangelism, things like that. And of course, that's not exactly what the Sex and the City ladies were up to. So you don't get that, fulfillment from doing God's work in other ways. So it's very unfortunate. But Jack, this was such a great conversation. Thank you so much for joining me today. This was great.
Thank you, Daniel. Take care.